Every so often, a chill runs down the spine of popular culture. It's a sensation that creeps up unexpectedly, a reminder that not everything we consume is as it seems. In the dimly lit corners of the entertainment world, there are stories that never see the light of day, whispers that are only heard by those who dare to listen closely. A whisper emerges from the shadows, hinting at lost creations, hidden away for reasons unknown. These are the tales that editors and creators sometimes speak of in hushed tones, the projects that were shelved, the episodes that were never aired. They are the secrets of the cutting room floor, where the final decisions are made, and not all of them are easy to understand. In the annals of television history, few whispers hold the same eerie weight as that of the Grifter, a purported lost episode of The Simpsons. This episode, shrouded in mystery, has become a legend among fans and conspiracy theorists alike. They say it was too disturbing, too unsettling to be shown to the public. But what could be so dark in a show known for its humor and satire? A specter in the bright and animated world of Springfield, its legend persists, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath even the most familiar facades. The Grifter is said to be an episode that delves into the deepest fears and anxieties of the human psyche, a stark contrast to the usual lighthearted antics of the Simpson family. It serves as a reminder that even in the most colorful and seemingly innocent places, there can be shadows lurking just out of sight, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to look. The episode allegedly began innocuously enough, with the familiar Simpsons family gathered around their television. It was a scene that fans had seen countless times before, a comforting tableau of America's favorite animated family. Homer, with his usual clueless expression, Marge with her towering blue hair, Bart's mischievous grin, Lisa's thoughtful demeanor, and Maggie's innocent curiosity. Everything seemed perfectly normal, a typical start to another humorous and heartwarming episode. But as the screen faded to black after a Krusty the Clown segment, something was different. The transition, usually smooth and quick, felt unnaturally prolonged. The blackness seemed to stretch on, as if the show had been paused indefinitely. Viewers might have initially thought it was a technical glitch, but the unsettling feeling in the pit of their stomachs suggested otherwise. The usual upbeat music was replaced by an unsettling silence, the darkness lingering longer than usual, pregnant with a sense of dread. It was as if the show itself was holding its breath, waiting for something ominous to unfold. The silence was deafening, amplifying the viewer's unease. It was a stark contrast to the lively, chaotic energy that typically characterized the show. When the picture returned, it was no longer the vibrant, primary-colored world viewers knew. The familiar hues of Springfield were gone, replaced by a monochromatic, almost sepia-toned palette. The once bright and cheerful environment now felt cold and uninviting, as if the life had been sucked out of it. The characters, too, seemed different, their expressions more somber and their movements more deliberate. Instead, the animation was stark, drained of color, the lines harsh and scratchy, as if etched by a shaking hand. The fluidity and polish of the usual animation were replaced by a rough, almost amateurish style. It was as if the animators had been in a rush, or perhaps had been trying to convey a sense of urgency and unease. The eerie animated style added to the growing sense of dread, making viewers feel as though they were watching something they weren't supposed to see. The familiar had become unfamiliar, and the comfort of routine had been replaced by a chilling uncertainty. The episode's narrative was equally unsettling. A mysterious figure, known only as the Grifter, arrived in Springfield. His words slick, his intentions unclear. He weaved a web of deceit, exploiting the townspeople's vulnerabilities, their greed, their deepest fears. Homer, blinded by the promise of easy money, fell prey to the Grifter's schemes, dragging his family and friends into a spiral of paranoia and despair. As the Grifter tightened his grip on Springfield, the episode took on a nightmarish quality. The animation became increasingly distorted, reflecting the characters' unraveling psyches. Backgrounds shifted and pulsed, colors bled into each other, and familiar Springfield landmarks took on a grotesque, almost sinister aspect. The Simpsons themselves seemed to age and wither under the Grifter's influence, their voices taking on a strained, desperate tone. The Grifter wasn't simply about a con man exploiting a town. It delved deeper, exploring the darkness that resides within us all, the potential for evil that lurks beneath the surface of even the most seemingly idyllic communities. This episode forced viewers to confront the unsettling possibility that their beloved Springfield, a microcosm of American society, was not immune to the insidious creep of corruption and despair. Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of The Grifter was what it didn't show. The episode was reportedly rife with implied violence and psychological torture, the camera often cutting away at crucial moments, leaving the true horror to the viewer's imagination. This technique, coupled with the increasingly unsettling sound design, a cacophony of whispers, distorted laughter, and unsettling ambient noises, created an atmosphere of unbearable tension and dread, leaving a lasting impression on those who claimed to have seen it. Legends surrounding The Grifter often speak of the episode's lasting impact on viewers. Some describe experiencing nightmares, vivid and disturbing, long after the episode ended. Others recount a lingering sense of unease, a feeling of being watched, of something being slightly in their own lives. This perhaps is the true legacy of The Grifter, the lingering psychological scar of confronting the darkness that lies hidden beneath the surface of our everyday lives. The Grifter, whether a real episode or an urban legend, has always been shrouded in mystery and fear. Its origins are unclear, and its existence is often debated among enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Some say it was a lost episode of a popular TV show, while others believe it was a standalone creation meant to terrify and disturb. Regardless of its true nature, The Grifter has left an indelible mark on those who have encountered its story. The tale of The Grifter serves as a chilling reminder of the power of storytelling to tap into our deepest fears. Stories like these have a unique ability to reach into the darkest corners of our minds, bringing to light the anxieties and terrors that we often try to keep hidden. They remind us that fear is a universal experience, one that can be triggered by the simplest of tales. It reminds us that even in the seemingly safe and predictable world of television, darkness can lurk around every corner. Television, often seen as a source of comfort and entertainment, can also be a medium for conveying the most sinister of narratives. The Grifter is a perfect example of how the familiar can be twisted into something deeply unsettling, challenging our perceptions of safety and normalcy. The episode's enduring legacy lies in its ability to unsettle, to leave a lasting impression on those who hear its story. It's not just the content of the episode that disturbs, but the very idea that such a thing could exist. This lingering sense of unease is what makes The Grifter so memorable, ensuring that it remains a topic of conversation and speculation for years to come. The Grifter makes us question the familiar, forcing us to reconsider the things we take for granted. It challenges our assumptions about what is safe and what is not, blurring the lines between reality and fiction. This questioning of the familiar is a powerful tool, one that can lead to greater awareness and understanding of the world around us, and to remind us that vigilance against evil, both real and imagined, is a responsibility we all share. In a world where darkness can manifest in many forms, it is up to each of us to remain vigilant, to protect ourselves and others from the threats that lurk in the shadows. Whether these threats are real or the product of our imaginations, the need for vigilance remains the same. This shared responsibility against evil is a call to action, urging us to be aware of the darkness that exists in the world and to take steps to combat it. By acknowledging the power of stories like The Grifter, we can better understand the impact they have on our minds and our lives. In doing so, we can work together to create a safer, more aware society, one that is prepared to face the shadows that lie in wait. The story of The Grifter transcends the realm of The Simpsons. It speaks to a broader fascination with lost media, with the tantalizing possibility of uncovering forgotten or suppressed works of art. These lost creations hold a unique allure, their very absence fueling our imaginations, allowing us to project our own fears and anxieties onto the blank canvas of their non-existence. The Grifter may be gone, lost to the annals of television history, but its unsettling presence lingers. The episode stands as a stark reminder that even in the brightest of worlds, shadows can lurk, and the familiar can turn sinister with a shift in perspective. It is a testament to the power of storytelling to tap into our deepest fears, and a haunting reminder to remain vigilant against the darkness that may lie hidden in plain sight.